and welcome to Like Totally Vegan. Today we're going to make seitan in the bread maker. A lot of people don't realize that you can use a bread maker to make seitan and just don't have to worry about it. You throw it all together, you let it do its thing, and a couple hours later you have seitan all ready to eat. And luckily you can get these bread makers that were big in the late 80s, early 90s at thrift stores. I got this one for $3. Also, a lot of people just give them away. They don't use them anymore. So get one for cheap and then you'll see how fun and easy it is to make your own. Let's get started. With the bread maker, the best way to do the seitan in it is to use the wet ingredients first and then insert the dry ingredients afterwards. And that way it mixes together better and it just does better. So just believe me. So if you open up the bread maker, you'll see that it has this removable kind of bowl thing, and inside of it has this this little paddle, and that's what turns around and mixes everything up. And you got to make sure that that's in there, and then you put that back inside the bread maker. Push it in, and then you start adding your ingredients. The first thing I'm going to add is cold vegetable stock, vegetable broth. I like better than bouillon. It's the seasoned vegetable base. It's vegan. It's affordable. It's nice and smooth, so you can add it to water and don't have to heat it up. It's really nice. And then you're going to add a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. And I'll have all the information on my website. I'll put a link on the video below. And then here is 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. You can add a little bit more. I like to add more if I'm making like a corned beef. But if I'm doing something mild like a, you know, like a fake chicken flavor, I just use 1 tablespoon there. And then some oil, olive oil or canola oil. And that's it for the wet ingredients. And then we add the dry ingredients. And the first thing is vital wheat gluten. This is what makes the seitan. They also call this wheat meat. This is the gluten that a lot of people are allergic to, so if you're gluten-free, you definitely do not want to eat this. But this what gives it the meaty texture. I'm going to add that in. And some recipes add beans and jackfruit to kind of make it less rubbery. It can be kind of rubbery. So use your favorite recipe. I'm going to add some poultry seasoning. This is 1 tablespoon of poultry seasoning. And that was 1 cup of vital wheat gluten. Here's 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. And, oops, that's for another recipe. This is 1 tablespoon, I'm sorry, let's see, 1/2 teaspoon, no, 1 teaspoon garlic powder. Yeah, this is a real show. Again, we'll have the amounts on my link below. So I'm going to add all those in. I just want to make a little note. I tried this recipe with real garlic, minced garlic, and I found that the heat of the bread maker kind of started burning the fresh vegetables, the fresh garlic. So I would avoid any kind of fresh vegetables in here in case you do use your own recipe. Like for the garlic, I substituted for a dried garlic powder or garlic granules, just so it doesn't get that burny flavor. So that's it. You just put the wet, then the dry, put on the lid, and then we'll get it turned on. Alright, now it's time to turn on the bread maker. And first you use the menu key. On my machine, you use the menu key. I just want to make sure that you understand that for your bread maker, as long as it's a basic medium, so it's a basic recipe, it's not some long, extra long cooking or something like that, just a basic bread recipe or setting, and also medium crust, so not a light crust, not a dark crust, but a medium crust. Mine is a little confusing. Actually there's a little triangle here, it says medium. P equals medium for some reason, and then 1P on mine is basic medium, so you have to read your manual. So something basic, something medium crust. And then mine has a switch between 1 pound and 1.5 pound loaves. I know that this recipe is 1 pound, so I'm going to hit the loaf button. 1 pound, 1 pea, and then it's going to be 2 hours and 15 minutes before it's ready. And then when you have everything set up, you just go ahead and hit start. A lot of these machines have a timer, so if you want to come home to fresh made seitan, then set your timer and have that all ready for you. Sorry, our cat is running around being cute. All right, here we go. Let's get closer in here so you can see what's happening. It's just going to turn around in there and mix it up, and you're all done. Just put the lid on and let it sit for 2 hours and 50 minutes. The bread machine is all done, and now we're going to see the beautiful loaf. It's all cooked in there. It smells wonderful. And then you're just going to pull out the whole pot, little bowl thing and everything. And then, as you can see, the blade is stuck in there. So be careful. Make sure you take that out before you slice it. And you're all set. You can slice it. You can make corned beef with it if you brine it. All kinds of fun stuff. And again, you can use different flavors. Right. Now it's time for the fun part, which is trying it. Just cut off a piece here. And it's a little bit rubbery. That's kind of a seitan way of being. But if you flavor it really well, like a taco seasoning, just make sure it's vegan taco seasoning, or pulled pork, you can do some really strong flavors and really beef up that flavor, and it'll really help. You can batter this and deep fry it for like a chicken fried steak. You can do all kinds of stuff with seitan. Let's try it. That's really good. That's really good. Well, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to look at the link below. It has all the information on the recipe, ingredients, and everything. And thank you so much for watching. See you later. Bye.